Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Today I wanted to do this look for you. It's kind of like inspired by that new Kylie Jenner lip kit, I guess it's called, that's coming out, that beautiful black shade. Like, oh, I just think it's beautiful. But at the same time, I think if I bought a black lipstick, how often would I wear it? So when I was at makeup school, we did a black look for, it was like black and white photography to make it look like a red pouty lip. So I thought I'd show you what I used for that. I'll insert a picture as well so you can see what it looks like. And then I just wanted to put basically like a Kylie spin on it. So I hope you like the look. It was super fun to film and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And there's also two options. So if you maybe don't want to go for the metallic, there is the step down. So I'll show you that at the end as well. But I hope you enjoy the video and I will see you next time. Bye. So I wanted to switch it up and use something a little bit different today. So I'm bringing out my Mercier foundation primer, and this is in the oil-free formula. And I'm just applying this with my Zoeva Petite stippling brush. I really like this primer. It really goes well with the Becca foundation, and it's very lightweight, very easy to use, and very comfortable on the skin. Then I'm taking the Becca, this is the Ultimate Complexion Cream Foundation in the shade Nude, and I'm just lightening it up with some of the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in the shade G20. This foundation, like every time I use it, I'm just so surprised that I forget how good it is. I really love it, and I really want to pick up a few more shades, just like, so I don't always have to mix in my Cover FX drops. But this foundation is amazing if you have a Becca counter near you and you like sort of like a medium to full coverage, something that's really buildable, that looks flawless throughout the day, then I would totally check this out. This is actually my new favourite brow product. I'm going to have to say move over to Anastasia Beverly Hills because I used this today just by itself and I fell back in love with it. It's just so nice, especially if you have like an auburn hair colour like I do. It's lighter than the Anastasia Beverly Hills and the texture is lighter because it is a powder, and I just am in love with the colour. So it's super cheap. I think it's like £3 for the palette, so if you're in the UK, check it out. Then I'm just going to set them down with an old favourite. This is the Eyeko Brow Gel. I love this brow gel. It's tinted, it's lightweight, it gives your brows texture. The formula is amazing, and yeah, it just makes your brows look awesome. To conceal and highlight under my eyes today, I'm taking two of the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealers. These are the shades Vanilla and Custard. So to start with, I'm using Custard, and then I'm going in with a little bit of the lighter shade just to highlight, and that one is the shade Vanilla. Then I'm just going to blend them in with a damp beauty blender. I'll speed it up a little bit for you guys so you don't get too bored. But yeah, I'm also going to be sculpting my lips a little bit today, making them a little bit more upturned because I am going to be doing a bold black lip. I'm super excited. I know how it turns out and I absolutely love it, so I hope you guys love it too. But yeah, I'll just blend that all in with the damp beauty blender just to make sure everything is nice and set. I am doing it before my eyeshadow today because I know that my eyeshadow isn't going to have any fallout. So I'm priming my eyes today with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this is a Zoeva Concealer Buffer Brush. This is just going to neutralise our lids for the shadow. Now I'm setting that Painterly Paint Pot with this sort of like yellowy nude from the Morphe 35K palette. I've chosen this palette because it is a nice cool tone which will go nicely with the black. So in following on from there, I've chosen this like nice cool toned brown, not too warm, but it's going to really match the tone of the black lips. So I'm just lightly applying that to the crease and blending up, really kind of like pushing it out, making it quite fluffed, and then blending it in with a clean brush. Then I'm taking a slightly warmer like orangey brown shade, and I'm just putting this all over the lid and blending it into that crease colour just for like a nice warm subtle wash of colour. I'm taking my NYX, this is the Glam liner, and it's in the shade Black Glam, I think, and it is amazing. It's so thin, it does have a little bit of sparkle to it, but it's actually super easy to use. I thought it was going to be really hard because I'm not used to this kind of applicator, but it allows you to get a really thin line. The formula is nice and thin, so if you make a mistake it's not a big deal, and the brush itself just allows for like a really precise application. So I love it, super affordable, so you should totally check this one out as well. And I just wanted to do a thin line to define my lash line for the false lashes. So taking a little bit of that lid colour on a sort of petite crease brush by Zoeva, we're just going to be sort of defining the lower lash line, just bringing a little bit of warmth and sort of colour to that area. So I'm doing a light coat of the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I am going to be applying individual lashes later on, so I just want my lashes to be nice and uniform and black, and then I will sort of intensify the look with these small false lashes. Now I'm taking this Uemura drawing pencil, I'll put the shade name down below. It's this beautiful navy colour, and I'm lining my lower lash line, and then I'm also going to be putting this into the waterline as well. This is a beautiful colour because the lips are kind of like a blue-black. I wanted to incorporate a little bit of like dark blue into the eyes, and I think it worked out really well. It's intense enough without being overpowering. So the lashes I'm using today are super inexpensive. I think I literally got them from like a $2 shop or something, one of those little places, but they are absolutely exactly the same as what you would get in store. They are perfectly fine because, to be honest, I don't really keep these. I pull them off and I lose them, so they work really well as long as you have a good glue. So I'm using the Duo glue, and honestly they work fine. So if you have any sort of stores and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would totally check these out. And they're just really nice because they give you that really like wispy look. It's nothing too intense. It's quite easy if you're beginning because you're not going to like stab yourself in the eye. Yeah, I really liked them. So to set my face makeup today, I'm taking the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is in the shade Dim Light. It is beautiful, especially if you've got a little bit of colour. I was a little bit browner in using this foundation, so I really wanted to use this powder, and I'm just applying that with a Zoeva Luxe highlight brush. I will be honest, I forgot to bring over my kabuki, so that is why that's getting used. But yeah, the powder is amazing, and Hourglass powders are just like the best things ever. For bronzer, I'm bringing back an old favourite. You can see this is pretty like dented. This is the Nars Laguna bronzer. I haven't used this in so long. I think I got it when I first moved to London and was like, I need that in my life. And it is an amazing bronzer. I was really happy with it, so I'm going to be using it again. I think it's going to be added to my everyday stash. Now this is my broken blush. It's the Jane Iredale pressed blush in the shade Sheer Honey, and oh, it is stunning for this look. Now this is the MAC Soft and Gentle Highlighter. It is freaking gorgeous. I really want to mix it up today and use some products that I haven't actually used in a tutorial in a while. And I'm really loving the selection. This highlighter was gorgeous. It was perfect for this look. Just the right amount of like luminescence, right amount of pigment, right shade or undertones. I absolutely loved it. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more mascara just to blend those lashes together, and this really is what pulls the look together. You can see the glue is still drying a little bit, and I will apply a little bit of that liner over the glue later just to block out that kind of white. Are you guys ready for this? This is so exciting. I love black lips. This is one of the MAC eyeliners. It's in the shade Smolder. So my thing is that I love the look of black lips. But if I was to spend a lot on a black liquid lipstick, I would hardly wear it. This is an amazing technique to get the black lips Super pouty. There's a really good undertone in this MAC lip pencil. Make sure to moisturise your lips first though, because otherwise it might cling on to dry patches. But I loved this look, and yeah, it's a nice affordable way to do some black lips. So this is the first option. You can definitely stop here and just leave it with the black lip look. It's very pouty and I love it, but today I also wanted to take it up a notch and I wanted to make them like a blue-black metallic. As I said, it's Kylie Jenner inspired by her new lip kit from Majesty, and so I'm taking this one. It's called Black Diamond. It's one of the Makeup Revolution, I think they're called Awesome Foils or Awesome Metal Foils. And I'm just mixing it together like it says on the box, using the primer, and then I'm just applying it with my finger, and then I'll be applying it a little bit more precise around the outer edges with a cotton bud. I still remember the day we did black lips and black eyes at makeup school, and my friend and I wore them home on the tube, and so many people were looking at us, but I felt like so edgy. It was like a really cool vibe, and there was 2 of us, so we just owned it and I loved it. And since then I don't think I've actually worn them. So I'm also going to take a little bit of this one. It's one of these silver shades, and I'm just applying that to the centre of the lips just to give them a little bit more dimension, a little bit more poutiness. And this is the finished look. I love it to death. I hope you guys like it too, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Off the top of my head, but I just love this bottom detailing. It's so delicate. This fits beautifully. It sort of like skims over your silhouette, so like under your bum, mid-thigh,